Sorry. Good morning. Just writing my cards. Need to wait on the postman coming. 10 a.m. pickup, so just need to get them all written, get them in the sack ready to go. Just pop that to the side. I can do that bit later on as well. Good morning. Welcome to the show. We're sharing the love. Happy pre-Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day coming up on Sunday this weekend. I hope you're well. I hope you're looking forward to it. And if you're not well, don't you worry. We've got jam-packed day and weekend all lined up on Crafters TV. So we will certainly be keeping the company, and we're going to be spreading the love all weekend. We're always spreading the love, but we're really going to be spreading it, starting off today all weekend. And why we're spreading the love? Yes, it's Valentine's Day, and what we're going to be doing? We're going to be giving you a free gift. Absolutely. So if you spend over £50 or $30, what we're going to do is we're going to pop a free gift into you, just to say thank you, just to say we love you, and just basically to send and absolutely share the love. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So as I say, so if you do spend over £50 or $30, we're going to pop that free gift just in with your order as well. So what we've got is a jam-packed day lined up, as I've just alluded to a moment ago. So we have got, even being Friday, we've got a game right at the end of the show. Joe's going to be joining us for that game, and Liam is going to be in. He's going to be hosting them as well. Having Joe in, it means that he's going to be taking part, and he's going to be playing for one lucky winner at home. So all you need to be doing is just watching, and then you could win something. Let's tell you. So £25 or $25, depending on how well he does. So all that I'm going to say is for every right answer Joe gets, he's going to get £5 or $5 on behalf of you on the bank or in the bank. And then come the end, once that's been accumulated, whatever he wins, you get it. So just to be in with a chance, all you need to do is play along, which is coming up at the end of the show. But get your comments in. We can see the strap right along the bottom there. So whether it is, of course, on our YouTube or it may be onto our Facebook as well, just let us know. How are you today? Just what are you looking forward to? What are you kind of... What's making you feel happy? What's making you feel in the love at the moment? Let's make it a really happy environment as well, and let us know what's spreading the love for you. But what we're going to do is we're going to give you another chance. This is something that's running all week, coming at the end of the week of this one, so get it while you can. This is this week's Get It, Got It, Good. So these are your Gemini, this is your A4 cutting plates, 2 cutting plates, plastic shim and a storing bag. $27.97 here in the UK or $42.85 for you guys in the United States of America. Always good to have a nice extra set in your crafty stash so that when you need them, you've got them. So that is your Get It, Got It, Good. Let's say good morning to some of you. We've got Lil on, she's saying hi from North Yorkshire. Good morning to you. Lynn Harvey saying good morning, Craig, the CTV crew and everyone. Morning. Morning, Laura.
Hi. Morning.
Morning, Adam. Laura and Adam, as always, Monday to Friday with myself. Hannah Hicks is saying, good morning, Craig, CTV crew and everyone. Happy Friday in block capitals. Happy Friday to you. It is Friday. It's Joe's real Friday as well. It's Friday for me as well. We're at the end of the week. Woo, woo. We've got Diane, she's saying good morning from Occult, Indiana. We have got Sandra Dundas saying, morning, Craig, CTV crew, crafty friends. Another freezing day here in Darlington. Darlington literally just down the road there, and it is freezing. Absolutely Baltic. I've got Angeline is saying good morning everyone from the South Pacific, and Rita saying good morning Craig and all the crafty crew. Well, good morning to you. Get your comments in. Maybe you just want to say morning, maybe you just want to say hi. Of course, be 9 p.m. Not 9 p.m. I'll probably still be here by 9 p.m. but 9 a.m. here in the UK, 4 a.m. Eastern Time, 1 a.m. Pacific Time. So get your comments in and say hi. So let's have a look, see what's coming up throughout the day today. Pretty much, unfortunately for many of you, you've got me all day today. So kickstart, and we've got Craft Vault. So 11 a.m. here in the UK, 6 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 a.m. Pacific Time. That's going to be with the first Craft Vault. We've got the second Craft Vault, same products, got different demos for you. That's going to be me as well. That's going to be at the other end of the day. So that's going to be 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern or 11 a.m. Pacific Time. So we're going to go over some goodies within that one. And it is, of course, it's Friday. It is Valentine's Valentine's coming up, we've got to have My Love. It's got to be the foil press, so we've got some goodies into there. I might be doing that first. You may have heard the beep a moment ago. Then what we're going to do, it's Friday, so it's launch day, something that you guys are absolutely loving when you've seen the samples online, and these are our creator cards. So this is coming up with Sarah and Joe on launch day, which is 1 p.m. here in the UK, 8 a.m. Eastern time or 5 a.m. Pacific time. So that's going to be good. Great big creator cards when it comes to those ones here. And then what we're going to be doing is we've got a bit of Colour Me Happy. Colour Me Happy, which is myself. Not often I'm on a Colour Me Happy, but I'm going to be on this one. We're going all metallic with the ink pads. I have to say, you're going to see a picture of the metallic ink pads in a moment. If you're wanting to get your hands on these, please go for them sooner rather than later. Hopefully we might just have enough for the end of the day for the next craft vault, but you know, obviously I know we're doing Colour Me Happy, but obviously because you can shop ahead, but do just check them out. But we're going to be showcasing them throughout Colour Me Happy, which is 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Pacific time. We're going to have a wee look at them throughout the show on Wake Up Call, but what we are going to do, as we usually do, is we're going to kick start when it comes to craft vault. So as I say, could not have been a Valentine's show where we're spreading the love, we've got the love, and I'm bringing the love when it comes to the foil press. So we're going to bring in our foil press. So I'm all up and ready and good to go. Now what we've got when it comes to our foil press, we have got our butterflies, we've also got our stag. So this is the stag that we're going to be using just here, but then what we've also got is this large statement butterfly. Both the butterflies as well as the dragonflies, they die cut at the same time, foil and die cut. But what we'll do is we'll show you the stag because I love the stag. You know that I love the stags when it comes to any of our ranges. So what we can do, I'm going to bring some bits and pieces in here and we're going to make a nice little card. I've got some of our gold foil, papercraft foil for this one, and I thought let's foil onto vellum as well. So we're going to, let's move our wee bits out of the way, and I've really tried to go all luxurious when it comes to things that I'm making or things that I'm using, you know, things that you would maybe do when you kind of refer to Valentine's and love and elegance and exquisite. So that's exactly what I'm doing. So bringing in our stag, and this is a full statement when it comes to this one here. So you've got solid stag. So what I need to do, and I can't turn this around anymore, but you can just see it there. I'm on green, which means I'm good to go. So for this size, what I need to do is I need to go up to 30 seconds, and I'm going right up to 30 because we're using vellum. And what I need to do is I also need to just bulk that out slightly with a piece of our smooth white stamping card. So up to 30 seconds, popping my stag onto place like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bring in my top, well it's not my top plate, but my foil press plate, setting that on the top, and we're going to press start when it comes to that one there. So as this one counts down, all that we're doing is we're waiting for that heat just to come through as well. Must say, huge thank you to Anna Dore. If you've seen this tartan. So I received a lovely little parcel on my desk yesterday with this layered tartan tie. How could I forget that word? Layered tartan tie. Also a layered tartan face mask as well. It's a lovely card with the layered tartan background paper, and then also a little Hessian bag as well. So thank you so much. I really appreciated that. Really thoughtful, and I just wanted to wear it today, but I also wanted to refer and also just say thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Very, very kind of you. But what we're doing now is we're popping our foil on. That's beep to say we are good to go. So we've got our foil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my shim over the top. So popping that one over. I'm just putting a little bit of cardstock. I don't need to put the full lot. And then we're going to slide this one out. It's going to go through the Gemini Junior that I am using. Even though it's a nice smaller size, you're still able to use the stag when it comes to the large Gemini and even the big platform. This is going to come out. If we remove this one here, so we're going to take it out, we're going to lift it up, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to peel away so that you can see. So if I pull that away, so you'll see, look at that gorgeous gold foiling onto our vellum. This vellum was from the Garden of Love selection, but you could just use our standard Pax of Crafters Companion vellum. So that's that one there. So let's move this one out the way because that is all that I'm going to need for this show. So let's pop it out the way, but we will be doing a wee bit more with that when it comes to craft vault as well, which these ones are in. Now what I've done here is using my circle nesting dies. This is the one that we've just cut a moment ago. Let's get a bit of black cardstock so that you can see. So if we get this cardstock in, so you can see how well that it's foiled. I have already done one and I've used my circle nesting dies just to cut it out. And then what I've done is popped a few bit of gems that you could see into there. So I've popped them down at the bottom. So then we can move these ones out of the way. Don't forget, Laura's just saying, imagine a bit of foiling onto your tie. You know, you can foil into fabrics and that as well. Done lots of past shows when it comes to the foil press. So always go back and have a look at them if you want to know a wee bit more about the foil press. So what I've done is I've already got some of these layers already layered up. So what we can do is let's take these ones off. We're going to assemble this card. Used a bit of black card, a bit of a craft card, and the plaid or the tartan paper on the backdrop is from Sarah's A Winter's Tale. So let's pop that one into the middle of our card, which is 6x6. So I'm then going to bring in our red satin card, and I used, this is actually a layer from our stacked easels. This is from one of the circles. So you can see how I'm using this as a standalone. Then what I'm going to do is if I bring this one back in, I'm going to use my tacky glue for this one. And what I'm going to do, there's part of the reason as to why I pop gems at the bottom, is I'm going to pop a few bits of glue on the back of the foil. So this is on the back part of the stag. And I'm going to pop a few little bits where the foiling is covering. And I'm even putting a couple of little dots just where the gems are. And then that's going to hide the actual adhesive of the glue. So I'm going to press that into place. I'm going to hold that just for a second. And then also using the stacked easel dies, what I have done is I've die cut the word hello that come, I think that came with the scalloped as well. But we're taking that one, popping them off, and I'm going to simply pop that along the top. And we're kind of having it so it's cuddled into the antlers of the stag. Press that, holding that, and look at that. Isn't that such a lovely, lovely card? Picking out that gold that you can see from throughout the stag. And then what we've done is we've just popped the gems with the gold just to all coordinate as well. So you can catch these ones here. So the stag as well as the dragonfly and the statement butterfly. That's coming up on Craft Vault with myself and Joe. So that'll be coming up in a couple of hours or just under a couple of hours. 11 a.m. here in the UK, 6 a.m. Eastern time, or of course 3 a.m. Pacific time. And then we're going to have it again later on tonight, 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern time and 11 a.m. Pacific time. So this is what you're going to be able to get your hands on should you choose to go with them. And you can see the darker grey ones here. These are your cut and foil. So these are then going to be then cutting them out when it comes to your foiling, but it does the foiling as well. And as it's Valentine's Day, don't forget, if you spend over, of course, if you spend over £50 or if you, so if we, the gift over, right, okay doke. I did wonder, so for the free gift you have to spend over £15. Yeah, not 50. I did wonder, I didn't want to question anyone. I thought it's Friday, feeling the love, I'm not questioning anyone. But for the free gift, so you need to spend over £15 or $15 and you're going to get that free gift as well. So there we go, just to clear that up, even better, easily spend over £15 or $15, that is for sure. Right, let's have a look at these comments and see what everyone is saying. And I'm going to turn the foil press off. So what we've got, let's have a look, go back. We have then got, we've got Joanne on Facebook saying, I'm really tempted by the Gemini foil press machine on CNC today. As a complete newbie, is it worth it? Can you use other brand foils with the machine? So absolutely, you can use any other brands when it comes to the foil press dies. Of course, you can also use die cutting dies with them as well. So instead of the detail die cutting, it's foiling. Keeping in mind, we've got so much on our YouTube as well as going back on our website to look at when it comes to the foil press. So much to step you through. Foils, you can, and this isn't kind of like a sales ploy, this is just being truthful with you. With our foil press, because you can adjust the time as to how long your stamp is on the heated platform for, our foils have been specifically manufactured and work perfect for that a variety of different or variant of different temperatures. So, you know, you can use other ones, but with our ones, you're going to get that perfect foiling, whether you're using it on a low temperature at a short time, high temperature at a large time. So just to go from these ones. We've got Susan is saying, have the metallic, I have the metallic ink pads, I just love them. Brilliant, glad that you love them. We've got Irene saying on Facebook, I recently collected all colours of the metallic ink pads and I love them. If you've never seen them before, we're going to go through them in a lot more detail when it comes to Colour Me Happy, which I'm really looking forward to that one, because it's me, don't often get to do Colour Me Happy. Then we've got Catherine is saying, Craig, you look so smart, very smartly dressed this morning, feeling like a slob in my pyjamas. Well, if that is the case, I'm going to be one tomorrow, so don't feel left out. And then we've also got, oh bless, we've got Anador is saying, you're welcome, Craig. I saw them and thought, you've been from the Laird clan, you have a little bit of Laird tartan. Maybe it will inspire Sarah or Leanne to bring out a tartan paper pad and include the Laird tartan, as it falls nicely in with the corporate colours. As far as the tartan paper pad, I am twisting and I am twisting and I am twisting that arm. So don't worry, you know, I am still not sure if we're going to get it yet, but I am working on that arm and I'm twisting it as far as I can. You never know, might get a bit of a Laird tartan, but I appreciate all the trouble that you went to get that for me. So thank you very, very much. So what we've got on launch day is our Create a Card. Now these are spectacular because these are Create a Card, but these are our large ones. We've got our big scene. So this is 7 pieces in total. So what you've got here is you've got that ranges. So from your butterflies, you've got kind of that Easter, or of course you've got the cross in there. You've got the fairy, you've got the church, you've got the rose, you've got the hot air balloon as well as, well actually a couple with the butterflies that look really, really cool. So that's where you get the 7 pieces in total. So I thought what we'll do is let's show you a few samples as to what you can do with these ones here. So I'm going to go straight to this hot air balloon. How incredible does this look? So a good substantial size that you can see into here. So much detail. You're not losing any detail, although you've got a larger size. But then we've got the rose on this one here. So perfect, as I say, for doing your paper piecing. But even a slightly smaller one, so that could obviously be the fairy, it could even be an angel, it could be whatever you like, sitting on that moon, you know, it could be that you've got the stars just twinkling down, changing the colours if you want, but then you've got your cross as well. So many different occasions that would be good for, certainly with Easter coming up. And then we've got the butterflies as well, that you can see how you can really start to mix and match the colours, cut into them, pick out all your different parts if you want to, decoupage them. But then we've got this one here. Now this is where it's going to show that you really can create your scenes. So what about your concepts that you've got, your boxes, your diorama cards that you can see? It looks absolutely incredible. So that's some of the things that you can be doing. So that's coming up in launch party today with Sarah and Joe as well. 1 p.m. here in the UK, 8 a.m. Eastern time or 5 a.m. Pacific time. So last week what I done is I made this card and you absolutely loved it. You loved seeing it on Instagram as well as Facebook. So I thought what we'll do is we will kind of recreate that in a simpler form. Well, actually, it's a very straightforward form, but just Adam and Laura are saying, which is very, very true, something like this, very good for like a Holy Communion kind of card if you want to as well. But what you've got with these ones is, it does say a 7-piece collection, and in some ways it's double that, because each of them you're getting that outside cutting edge as well. So they're going to cut into your cardstock, or you can cut them out, and of course you can do the mats and layers for them. So what I'm going to do, I've got an 8x8 card blank here, and I've brought some lilac and also some grey. So just so that you know, the grey is 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. The lilac is 7.5 inches by 7.5. Taking a piece of our white smooth stamping card, which is 7 1/4 inches. So then what I'm going to do, what I will need to do, I've just realised as well, because of the size, let's just switch over, because I will need my large Gemini for this one, because of the size of it. But simply flicking them over. And what we can do is if I bring in that die, so that cross die, we can then start to layer it up. So bringing it in, and we can then pop it into our card. And I'm going to follow kind of what I done with that original one. We're going to sit it towards the side, and I'm going to leave that little bit of a border all the way around that you can see. Bringing in our low tack tape, and we can tape it and secure it. So still get your comments coming in, let me know, what's making you feel loved at the moment. And of course, you can be within the chance of playing the game later on, or winning with the game later on as well, when Joe comes in to take part. So every question Joe's going to get, he's going to bank either, £5 or $5, and one lucky winner at the end is going to win however much Joe correctly guesses when it comes to a voucher on the website. So that's going to be worthwhile tuning in for. So that's coming up at the end of the show. But what we can do is I'm going to just pop this one through. Still just use my Gemini Junior plates for this one because I had all them ready to go. That's going to come through. It's going to die cut the incredible detail that you get throughout. So what I'm going to do is if I lift this one up, now straight away, so you've cut all the way around. What I would do is I would also include my metal shim. There's still just a few little bits that need cut out, and I would usually use my metal shim for a detail like this. Deliberately popped it in without so I can show you the difference. So what we can do this time, taking that one out the way, bringing in our metal shim for this one, which is here, and then we can run that through again. So popping it in, so we're going to pop that one on, and then plastic, magnetic, and then top cutting plate. So we can feed that one in. And what I've done with the one that we're going to show you in a moment is paper piecing. And I've said it with quite a few of them, and that's because these are going to be perfect for your paper piecing. So what I'd already done is cut a few layers out. So we can see this is now just die cut beautifully. So I would always try without the metal shim first, and then if you find there's little bits that have missed on a real detailed focused die, you would come along and use your metal shim. So let's just pop, I'm going to pop my tape off here, because I've got that within the centre of the cross. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my tool. So if I take all these little bits out, this is going to be the perfect die collection to use your double-sided adhesive sheets with, because we've got so many parts underneath. But what I am going to do is we're just going to go through and pop these ones out. So using our tool, and even when it comes to these bits here, what you could do is you could cut these in other colours like I'd done originally, and then keep a hold of them. This is where you're going to get that added accent depending on the cardstock that you use. But I can see already a lot of love coming in for this tie. So smart, isn't it? You know something, I never actually even took a picture and sent it to my family. So I'll need to do that later on, unless they're watching this today. Then there we go, we've got the tie. Works well. Hello, Mum. I know. Hi, Mum. Mum, do you like my tie? I should say my stepdad, do you like my tie? It's his surname. Do you like the layer tie? Works very well with the Crafter's Companion colours, doesn't it? Really works well. Meant to be, I would say. Meant to be. So what we can do is let's take these bits out of the way now. And then what we can do is pop this back in. So this is where you'll see we've got, once again, let's go in for black. Black just really shows a lot of things off together. So let's pop that one underneath, and then we've got a couple of these bits, so just pop them ones out. And what I have already done beforehand is I cut another one but in yellow, and what I then done is kept the little cross that comes out. So at home I've got another one just like this, however it's in yellow, so you can completely change the colours. Even with yellow it makes it spring-like, so it works really well. So what we can do is bring this bit in, and I'm going to pop that one out. So let's take this one. We'll not worry too much about the remainder bits. So So let's take our adhesive off into place. These are great for those quick cards. Because you've got that substantial size, what happens as well is it covers a lot of space quickly, and you don't need a lot to it. So we'll show you my finished one again just shortly, and you'll see just by adding the sentiment on, you don't need much at all. So taping that one on. Now for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my dotty tape runner. And I tell you what, no we're not. Let's use our spray for this one. So where is Brenda? Is she about? She's at the back here. There we go. Well, at least someone's got a hot date, Laura. There we go. So here we are. So let's take Brenda. FYI, Laura was saying that Brenda was off on a hot date. That's why I couldn't find her. So let's take that one off because she's... fancy going on a date? Fancy it? Me and Brenda together? Me at one side of the table, her at the other side, with our spaghetti joined up. Imagine that bit of Lady and the Tramp. There we go. So let's just spray our spray on. So what we can do... I can't say that! So we've got our adhesive on. We're going to pop this one into place just here. So let's top that. And I'm not going to press too much because what I want to do is I want to then pop in these ones with my glue. So we can take that. So I've just popped our glue. I've got a little bit of a backing of a foam pad here. Pop that one out. And then the reason I've not pressed too much is because it still gives me that little bit of manoeuvrability when it comes to these outside panels. So using my poke tool, we're going to pop them ones in here and here. And then once I'm happy that I've got that central, I'm going to then press that so it's all into place. And we can see how well that looks. So then what we can do, I've taken our fancy font. So this is what I've done on this one. And then we will show you the finished one from before, where the one I'm going to show you, the sentiment, all that I've done is I just printed it on Microsoft Word or any of your other printable software. So let's pop special into the bottom and let's just pop that back. And then what I've also got is the little dot. So special, let's bring in the little dot as well. We're going to pop that one on here, move that. Now, I'm not going to spend any more time doing it. I did bring the rest of the stamp set so we could finish it off with special, whatever it is you want to do. But for this one, let's just leave it there. You could come along with the stamp sets that come with that fancy font and add an additional bit underneath. But really quick, really simple to just run it through. As I say, I've already die cut that one in yellow once again. But what I've then done is if I bring this one in, so you can see, so this is the sentiment I just printed out on Microsoft Word. These little grey dots, now remember how I say when it comes to our Gemini Elements dies, we've got the little ladybug, and when you die cut that, all those tiny little dots come out. That's what I've used for those little accents into the corner. Use gems or pearls if you want, but that's how I've got them ones. So you can see that is how we've created that larger card as well. Of course, it could be half that size if you want to, because it's A5 in size, but really, really good die set to have. And that is coming up later on today with Sarah and also Joe on launch party or launch day, 1 p.m. here in the UK, or of course 8 a.m. Eastern time, 5 a.m. Pacific time. So as we said, and we alluded to just a moment ago, it is £15 or $15 if you spend and you get a free gift. Now, we're not giving you a gift from something that's gathering dust in the warehouse. We're not gathering stuff that we don't sell a lot of or we don't want anymore. We're giving you this paper pad, and it's 6x6 paper pad. So it's not a tiny, tiny little diddy one. It's a 6x6 and it's from the Rose Garden collection. So you're automatically going to be added to your parcel once you spend over £15 or $15 as well, and that's going to be popped in. So if you're after a new paper pad as well, Do you know something? Even something like a paper pad like that, I would be, if I just want the paper pad, be inclined to have a look and just maybe stock up on a diesel. If you get the Get It Got It Good, that stocks up on the plates for you. You're then going to get that free paper pad as well. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Good way of doing it. Good time to have a look at the essentials that you need as well. So what we can do is I'm going to just tidy this one up. Got the game at the end of the show, so don't miss that one out. We've got Joe. He's going to be taking part on behalf of you at home. So you could be winning, or all you need to do is just play along. So in the comments, and what's going to happen is every question Joe is going to get right about me, then he's going to get either £5 or $5. And then by the end, however much he's accumulated in the bank, you're going to get that one lucky winner when it comes to the vouchers to spend at Crafters Companion. So that's going to be fun to do. I know bits and pieces. Me and Laura done a little bit of filming for this one the other day or last week. And yeah, it's looking fun. I've not seen what she's put together. So this is going to be interesting for me as well. It's kind of like, yeah, Laura's just saying like Crafty Man. It's a bit like that in the fact of I don't know what to expect. Although today I expect something that I do know. So that will be good and see. So let's have a look. We're going to have a look at the ink pads just in a moment or two. And we can have a look. We've got Sarah Brown on Facebook saying, oh, I love these dies. Lynn on Facebook saying, what machine would you use those dies? So for the dies, you can use the MIDI and the Gemini Junior if you're making a smaller card. But if you want to make a large card where the actual die cuts in, then you can use obviously your Daddy Gemini or your Pro, but it will go through your Gemini Junior and your MIDI. We've got Gemma is saying, I love the church and the cross die. They look so lovely. They do. Not something that you see a lot, you know, religious styles when it comes to crafting dies. So a good one to have. Mandy is, will the church and cross go through the MIDI? All the dies will go through the MIDI. All of them will go through. It just depends on the card size that you're wanting to cut into. A5 or smaller, yep, they're going to go through your MIDI, no problem. And then we could, Teresa, please, Craig, could you tell us which was the hello die? So as I said during the demo, it's the same with the stacked easel dies. That's where I got the hello die from. So many else comments coming through as well, so we will read something. Hannah, I can't tell you what Laura said into my ear earlier on about Brenda. Let's just say I'm glad Brenda didn't hear her. Right, ink pads. Let's go. Yeah, you should apologise to Brenda, Laura. You should apologise. Adam, you're being awful quiet today. What's wrong with you? He says he's all loved up. Drop. Oh, yeah. Adam came to me yesterday and asked if I would make him a Valentine's Day card for... Are you married or is that your girlfriend? Girlfriend, for your girlfriend. So I've got that to do as well. You never know. If you get engaged after this, then I'm going to say my card done the trick. No? Oh, she seems lovely. Not that you actually... No, I know I've not met her. Well, I'm just being polite. To be honest, you never talk about her either. That's why I didn't know. I didn't know, you know. Could have been wife, could have been girlfriend, boyfriend, I don't know. It could have been anything. But yeah. No, I did know that you had a female partner. So what we're going to do is, let's have a look at these Midas metallic ink pads for these ones here. We've got these ones. So we've got this full collection here. These are, if it's something that you are in the market for that you're looking to get, I would get on and have a look now and pop them into your basket as well. Even well over the £15, so you're going to get that free gift as well. So the metallic ink pads, metallic, but you're still going to be able to do all your distressing, your inking, your blending, all these different effects as well. And that's exactly what we're going to show you in more detail throughout Colour Me Happy. But what we are going to do is we're going to show you them just now. Bringing in some white cardstock. So I've just brought in some of our watercolour card. And I'm going to bring in a couple of blending tools. So let's bring in a few of our blending tools. A couple will do just now. And let's bring in our tool. So I've got a few of these ones. So if we bring these bits out, and then what I'm going to do for this one here is I'm going to bring in a butterfly stamp that I've got, which is from a past Butterfly Wishes set. So So I'm going to take the largest kind of butterfly within the set here. And I've got my waterproof ink pad. And I've gone for Flagstone with this one. So what we can do is we can then take our stamping platform. So I'm going to go for the small one because it's going to fit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just stamp this onto our waterproof. So bringing this one on, stamping it into place. So let's pop all this on. I'm going to bring in my stamping mat as well. So let's pop this one into place. I'm going to bring this one in and just stamp it. So I'm doing it at a bit of an angle, just to go at a jaunty angle for this one. And stamping into place, getting all that fine detail stamped out. So we can see perfectly good. Got a nice crisp image. So what we can do is if I then bring my, do I need my blending pads at the moment? No, I don't think so. What we're going to do is we're going to actually paint with them or colour with them because that's what you can do. So I thought what we can do is let's lay down a few colours. I'm doing it onto my glass mat, but you could of course do it onto your craft mat or a laminated sheet or something that you can wipe away. So that was rose satin. Let's do amethyst as well. So let's dab the ink on into place. Let's even go for blue organza for this one here. And then what we're also going to do is we're going to use red garnet too. Now when it comes to metallic, whether it's metallic pens, metallic inks, metallic colouring ranges, usually they think, you know, you can really only colour and do one bit of colouring or effects with them. But with our ones, you can still do the blending, your water techniques, your paint and your water brushing, all of these different ones. So what we can do is I'm bringing in my paintbrush. What I'm going to do, I've got some water, paintbrush or a water brush, or even if you want your metallics to go all sparkly, you can still use your sparkle overlay pen as well to colour in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just dampen my paintbrush with water, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pick up some of this colour, and then we're going to start to paint and colour in. So I'm going to keep picking up some more water, and then we're going to keep pulling into place. So really just water that down, and we're going to colour. So I'm going to go back in. So we're going to go all the way in, and we're just colour painting, water painting all the way in. So we can go in. You can still then start to get depth. You can go into the fine lines. You can start to pull out the colours. So of course you can do your stamping like you would know and love, but these are just so much more versatile in the fact of, even though they're metallics, you can get some incredible effects. So just using my glass mat as a palette and working our way in. So we can take all these into place, and we're going to fill that one in. Once again, in case you missed it, that's our watercolour card that we're using, and I used our Flagstone waterproof ink pad and work our way in. So going in with a bit of depth, pulling that one out and really pulling that shading down. But what about if you want to make it extra sparkly? What we can do is we can do exactly the same with the paper brush, but what we're going to do is we're going to use our overlay instead. So let's pick out the red. So we're just picking out the red that we've got here, and then we're going to come in and we're going to colour in, and then I'm going to dab a little bit of the excess off, and then I'm going to start to pull all of that into place. So we've gone from that depth, and then we've got the depth of the red. So if I pull all that in and pull that in, and then we're going to start to do that blending, that shading, pulling it out, and then what we can do is we can just carry on. So whether it is your sparkle overlay, or of course it could be your paintbrush or your water brush, or you might want to start doing different effects like stippled effects, blending effects, or you can start to do splatter effects, all these different things that we're going to be showing you later on when it comes to Colour Me Happy with myself and Joe. So let's pull them out, and then if I want to go over again, just keep going in, just really pulling that colour out. but it goes to show that what you then get, I know it's going to be harder to see because you just need to let it dry a bit fully, but what we can do, see how you're starting to get that tint, that sparkle coming through. So you've got that hit of metallic, you've got that hit of sparkle as well, and it really comes to life. But what we can then do is let's bring in our blending tool, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to just blend this one in. So blending the colours into place, and then you can still go round the edge. This is going to have a bit of colour from a previous ink pad. But see how, what we can do is work all that in. So if it is water reactive, but we can work our way around. So I've actually, this is working out quite well in the fact is we've got a bit of the blue as well that's blended in together. So it comes along well. But we're just going to pop that colour down, working it round. So although it's metallic and it comes a bit more subtle, you're still able to do that blending effect. Then you can, once again, like your water reactive or that, it's not going to be as easier to see on this bit. We'll do it later on, Colour Me Happy. But what you can do is you can still do your faux bleaching effect that you can see. So as I leave that just for a moment or two, bringing in a bit of kitchen roll. And then what I can do is if I start to dab all that off, you'll start to see where we've got that faux bleaching effect with them. So see when I've put that rough marks. As I say, it's very rough. It's just to give you a little bit of an idea when it comes to the metallic ink pads, but we will be showing you them in so much more detail when it comes to our Colour Me Happy show, which of course is going to be 4 p.m. here in the UK, or of course 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Time. But what we're going to do is let's do a few comments, see what everyone is saying so far. I've got Anador, hiya Anna on Facebook, saying, love the creative card with the cross, may have to invest in it. It will be good for so many occasions. Absolutely it will, so many occasions, not even just necessarily for religious reasons. You might want to use it elsewhere in your occasions. Got Maria on Facebook saying, just ordered the butterfly and the fairy and lots more. Excellent. Might not quite be Treat Yourself Tuesday, but it's definitely Treat Yourself Friday, that's for sure. It's Friday, it's my Friday, it's Joe's Real Friday as well, so I'm sure he's going to be high as a kite. We might actually find out a lot sooner than we'll actually, than Craftfall. Wait and see. Talking about Friday, talk about Valentine's, we've got someone, well actually I've got two special people, just to let you know as well, way over there and way over there, but we've got someone that's dressed up very well for the occasion, someone you might recognise. It's Liam.
Good morning, Craig. Well, it's nice to be back. After my last appearance, the comments went wild for me. Thank you, ma'am. And I've been trying to get myself back on these shows, you know, get myself in there a little bit with you. And they said the only way I could come on, if I can host this quiz, is if I dress like this. So this is not my clothes, I promise you this is not my clothes. So, in the studio with me, we have a contestant playing on behalf of all of you at home. Contestant number 1, what's your name and where do you come from?
Oh hi, my name is Joe and I'm from Essex! Woo!
So Joe, how well do you think that you know Craig?
Oh, I mean pretty well, not intimately, but very, very well, I would say. We spent a lot of time together. I'd say I've spent more time with Craig over the last lockdown than I have my own friends and family, so we'll see.
Right, so how it's going to work is we have been having a little bit of a snoop at Craig's crafty online profile, and we have got some video clips of Craig with a missing word. So we're going to roll the video clip, and then we are going to give you 3 options of the missing word, and you've got to guess which one it is. Now, any viewers at home, you can comment down below in Facebook and YouTube. Joe's got his iPad there so that he can read along, so you can help him out. And Joe is going to be playing on behalf of one of you guys. So for every question Joe gets right, he will either win $5 or £5, up to a maximum of $25 or £25. So if you want to be in it to win it, just comment down below and you can be picked at the end. So, are we ready for the first question?
Oh yes, I'm ready.
Right, let's play the first one. Welcome to Craft.
Hi, I'm Craig and I'm 35 and I'm from Carnoustie, Scotland. Currently, I'm living in County Durham. I love long walks along the beach and you'll often find me spending my weekends
So, Joe, Craig enjoys long walks on the beach, and you will often find him spending his weekends A. Skydiving, B. In front of the TV, or C. In his craft room.
Oh, I don't know. That is a really, really tough one. I have seen him with some sort of skydiving apparatus wandering around the studio, actually. So maybe it's that. What do you guys think in the comments? A, B, or C? In front of the TV. He does love a bit of morning TV. I'm thinking reruns of This Morning all weekend. I could see that being a possibility.
I think he's also a Judge Judy fan.
Sorry?
Judge Judy fan, I think he is as well.
Yes, he loves a bit of Judge Judy. He does like a bit of wrestling as well, doesn't he? In fact, you know what? Maybe it's B. Maybe it's going to be... Oh, no, hang on. Oh, the comments are coming in now. I can see... Okay. Well, it's your money at the end of the day, guys. It's one of you out there. So I'm going to go with a consensus. Yeah, I'm going to go with C, Liam. C.
So we think it's C? Let's have a look.
When I'm not in my craft room, you will find me curled up on the sofa in front of...
Oh, that was a sneak peek at the next question.
My craft room.
There we go. It was C, in front of his craft room.
Fabulous.
Right, next question. Are you ready, Joe?
I'm ready. I'm like a coiled spring, Liam.
Let's go.
When I'm not in my craft room, you will find me curled up on the sofa in front of...
So, when Craig's not in his craft room, you'll find him curled up in front of the sofa, in front of A, a good horror film, B, the football, or C, WWE SmackDown.
Well, that's a tough one, isn't it?
It is a little
There's
bit
a
of a tricky
couple there
one.
that I could have gone with. Does Craig like the football? Is he a lad? I don't know. What team would he
I think I know
support?
the answer to this one.
Oh, Liam knows. Is there an answer? I'll ask the audience. Well, I am asking the audience. You guys at home commenting along. It's a bit split. There's a lot of A's and there's a lot of C's.
What's your final answer, Joe?
I think he loves a horror, Craig, but I'm going to go with WWE SmackDown. I think I'm going to go with the audience, Liam.
Right, that's your answer. Let's have a look and see what Craig says.
A good horror.
Oh, no!
Sure. Now, in fairness, I would have said WWE SmackDown as well.
Would you?
I didn't know Craig was much of a horror fan, but that's a bit of a shock. Never mind, we'll move on to the next question. You ready for question number 3?
Oh, yes, I'm ready.
Let's go. Oh.
When it comes to my ideal crafting setup, I tend to go for...
So, when Craig goes for his ideal crafting setup, does he go for A, the Gemini, B, the Gemini Junior, or C, the Gemini Go?
Oh,
Again, another tough one.
That is tough, isn't it? I mean, I've seen him use those Geminis a lot. I know he does use the big one sometimes. What do you guys think in the comments? I know he loves all of them, and they're all so great, so it's tough, Liam.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to go with a consensus, I think. And the consensus is, which was my immediate sort of initial thought, was B, the Gemini Joe. I'm going to go with the Gemini Joe. Oh no, actually, am I? Gemini Joe going for the Gemini Junior.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer. Lock it in, Liam.
With answer locked in, let's have a look.
My Gemini Junior.
Yay!
Well done, Joe. You got the next one right.
You
So
get $5. You get $5. You get $5.
Well, that's £10 or $10 so far. So, ready for question 4?
I'm ready.
2 more questions to go. Let's have a look at question 4.
When I'm not enjoying a bit of die cutting, my other favourite form of crafting is...
So, when he's not enjoying a bit of die cutting, his other favourite element to craft is A, decoupage, B, flower forming, or C, foil press.
This is a tough one, Liam. Because
Yeah,
he loves all of them. But
again.
what one does he love more?
I think there's a bit of a clear favourite as to what he likes the most.
Maybe, yes. But there's no foam pads on there.
Yeah, that is very, very true.
He's got the fastest foam pad finger this side of Carnoustie. We all know that. But I thought the foam pads would be in there.
I will say, for in homage to Craig's Day, my little pocket square is made of card and foam pads.
Oh!
So I've got the foam pads in there, Craig. You'll be proud of that.
Love how crafty that is, Liam. Okay, the
Watch
comments are split. I've got C's, I've got A's, I've got B's. I'm going to go with,
Helpful.
only because I know the Hottie Scotty has got a special outfit, and I only have special outfits for things that I really love, Liam, like Eurovision and musical theatre. So,
Like
let's
quiz
go
hosting.
with C, foil press.
Is that your answer locked in?
Lock it in.
Let's have a look.
My foil press.
Yay!
Well done, Joe.
Woo-woo!
So that is £15 or $15 so far saved for a viewer. Final question. Are we ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's hope we get that last
This is a
£5
tough one.
or $5. Okay.
This is a tough one. Let's go.
Now, my ideal date would have a beautiful smile, wonderful eyes, and they would certainly know their way around.
So, his ideal date would have a wonderful smile, beautiful eyes, and they'd know their way around a cutting mat, the garden of love, or a hot glue gun.
Is that a hot glue gun or are you just pleased to see me?
Well, as the last quizzes we've done, we know he likes a hot glue gun. Well, we'll say that.
Who doesn't love a hot glue gun? Too hot to handle is our hottie Scotty.
So a cutting
They
mat,
need to know their
the
way
garden
around.
of love, or a hot glue gun.
Guys, I need your help. I'm not sure. I automatically want to go for hot glue gun because it sounds hilarious, but I'm not sure that the hottie Scotty uses a hot glue gun all that much, other than when he's doing his flower forming. So, I mean, the comments are split. I think that if you are going to be Craig's Valentine, you're going to have to know your way around the Garden of Love.
Is that your final answer?
My final answer, Liam, and the comments as well, they agree. So let's lock it in.
Joe's answer is locked in. Let's have a look at the final answer.
Garden of Love.
Yay!
There you go, Joe. Well done. You have raised £20 or $20.
Whoop, whoop.
So, it's going to go to a lucky winner at home, and it's going to be announced at the end of the show. So stick watching.
Thank you for
Joe.
having me.
Thank you for raising those money for the viewers.
Thank you for
And
having
that's
me.
it.
Thank you, Joe.
So,
you.
I wonder if I can get shoehorned into a few more shows now that I've got the outfit, I've even got the shoes, but they put me in front of a desk and you can't see my shoes, so that was pointless. Thank you very much, Laura and Adam. But that's it. That's me done. So thank you for
Okay, ladies, so all of these ticks your boxes. I would like to see you Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. here in the UK, 4 a.m. Eastern Time, 1 a.m. Pacific Time for some crafty fun.
Was that a cheeky little wink there, Craig? So let's pass it back over to Craig, who is sat in his little boudoir in the corner on the sofa. Craig?
Not cringing, not cringing. Oh my gosh, how good was that? How good was that? Well done, Adam and Laura as well. And then, of course, Liam and Joe as well. Thank you so much for that one. That was so much fun. Really enjoyed that one. Got to have a laugh. Got to have a laugh as well. So good. So I do believe just in a moment we're going to be picking out a winner. That's going to be coming through in a moment. So what we're able to do, I think now I'm going to get my iPad. So I'm going to get my iPad so we can. Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much. Perfect. There we go. You see his hands just popping in the screen. So let's have a look. So let's choose our lucky winner. So let's have a look and see who we are going to get. Oh, so many more comments just coming through thick and fast. So we can see, let's have a look. We've got, let's go. I need to stop actually fully concentrating because I could get away with reading all your comments. So many you're loving that. So we have got, are you ready? Maeve Savers on Facebook. Congratulations. Hey! Congratulations. Yes, so you have won either £20 or $20 to spend on the website. So you are able to spend on our website, of course, and you could be sharing the love with yourself and getting some crafty goodies as well. So all that we need you to do is just email prizes@crafterscompanion.com and just put your name and just say that you're the prize winner from Wake Up Call today. So you can let us know. So what we can then do is let's have a look again and see. Let's read through. Where were we at last? We've got Maxine on YouTube saying that your special love is Marmite. It never lets me down unless it's empty, and then we fall out and we don't speak for a few days. Definitely one of those lover hates, that's for sure. Ross on YouTube is saying good morning from a very cold Massachusetts. Glad we waited to purchase the crate of card dies, but the free gift is wonderful. I know, launch day, and you get the free gift as well if you spend over £15 or $15. We've got Sandra Dundas is saying saying, that's brilliant, Craig, have lots of metallic inks, but was a bit scared to use them. I only briefly went through a couple of the things, and even then not fully, as to what you can do. I'll be on with Colour Me Happy later on when it comes to the Colour Me Happy show with the metallic ink pads. We'll go over them at the end of the show time-wise. And then we've got Beth on Facebook saying, normal people around here are sleeping at 3 something in the morning. Crafty people like me are up buying craft supplies. I've ordered the Creator Card dies. I didn't order from HSN. Well, that wee bonus as well is it's over £15, $15. So you're going to get that free gift. I've got a picture of the free gift just coming up on your screen in a moment that you can see. So your Valentine's free gift for the whole of the weekend, or while stocks last, is you spend £15 or $15, and what we're going to send you, we're going to pop it into your basket straight away, or pop it into your parcel free of charge. It is our 6x6 rose garden paper pad. So a relatively new collection from Sarah in our Sarah Signature range. So if you need a little bit of a top up of the paper pad, you know that you've got that with it in your little freebie coming to you at your home. But we've got jam-packed day, as we always do, on Crafters TV. And other than launch day, which is with Joe and Sarah, I'm going to be on all the shows. So let's give you a rundown of what to expect. Kickstart in within an hour, we've got Craft Vault. So that is, of course, 11 a.m. here in the UK. Or, of course, it is 6 a.m. here in the UK, 3 a.m. Pacific time. And then what we've then got is then we've got our Craft Vault again at the end of the day, 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. Pacific time. And that's with the same products that I have in the first Craft Vault, but different demos. And then we've got Sarah with the launch day with the Creator Cards, and she's with Joe as well. 1 p.m. here in the UK, 8 a.m. Eastern time, 5 a.m. Pacific time. And then we've got Colour Me Happy. It's all about the metallic ink pads, as well as other elements as well, all revolving around metallics. We've got a lot of different stamps as well, cardstock and core tools as well. So that's on the website, but we are going to go over all of that 4 p.m. here in the UK, or of course 11 a.m. Eastern time, or 8 a.m. Pacific time. Now, what you can always do is you can go right ahead and you can shop ahead of all of the shows, get what you want and know that you have got them secured and on their way to you. But you can be doing that by going over to our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. But what you can also do, either while you're there or following the link that's right along the bottom, we've got our Handmade of Love. So we have had Leanne on it, and we've now got Debbie Robinson. So if you want to know a little bit more about Debbie Robinson, then you can follow that link and you can read all about her, see a little bit behind the scenes when it comes to Debbie. Always worthwhile a bit of a read, and always worthwhile. Good to know as well. So you can be seeing that current one now, as well as future ones coming up over the coming weeks. But let's see what you are all saying to finish the show. Maeve, congratulations to Maeve as well. Liz Rees Pedler saying, fantastic job, Liam. Craig, he's after your job. Well, I don't know if he's after my crafty job, but he can certainly do a good job. I think that it's Joe and Ben that need to watch their jobs, that is for sure. But I hope you have a lovely weekend. Poor Liam, he put those really fancy shoes on, and we've never seen them. I'm sure if you do actually follow him across on Instagram, I'm sure he'll put a picture up, no doubt. He'll have a picture up looking all nice and suave, as he usually does anyway. But keeping in mind, it is the Friday, it is the weekend, doesn't mean that we've not got any less shows. We've got a cool, incredible Saturday and Sunday lined up throughout the full weekend on Crafter TV. We've got Fiona, she is on both Saturday and Sunday as well. And then Ben is back as well, so this is the last day for Joe for a few days, and then Ben is taken over, so that's going to be a lot of fun. You know what it could be like when he is on. Who knows what hilarity he is going to bring. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Hope you have a lovely weekend. Hope you have a lovely Valentine's. If you're doing anything special, then great. If not, you can spend it with us on Crafters TV and do a bit of crafting. But as always, you know, stay safe, stay well. I've got to go because that's the postman at the door now. Bye.